Program history, knocking on the door of 300 dual meet victories. 165 pounds. Peyton Robb up from 157 a year ago, ranked 10th in the country. Here at 165, and Andrew Sparks, 2020 California State champion. Just a true freshman, Jim. Welcome to the Big Ten.
Well, again, like we mentioned, from California, he's used to a lot of competition.
Peyton Robb from Owatonna, Minnesota. Super strong and physical. Was third at 157 in the Big Tens. He was a 13 seed. Of course, national tournament did not happen. We're back at it tonight. It's been a long time. Just great to see action on the mats.
Yeah, we saw Robb improve last year, gutting out a couple of nice performances against Caleb Young from Iowa, and got a lot of respect for Young, and he went out there and battled those matches. And you know, this is when you move up a weight, the kind of the first time, you just get used to that shock of just the body weight out there and the strength. And you know, maybe you see that if the first time you hit a technique and you come back through and you say, wow, that guy feels different. But now that's a nice little work off the underhook there. Great work.
Highlight material there from Peyton Robb. Saw a quote earlier today from Rob Gronkowski, reminds me of that. That's got to be some maple syrup, Jim, because butter doesn't jiggle like that. That was slick.
Oh.
I think it was butter doesn't drizzle like that. That's what it was.
Now we're back to hair care products here. That's the next layer.
That was a pretty takedown there from Robb.
Slick.
It was.
Slick. Yeah, let's take a look at that on the replay here. I just mentioned, look off that underhook, switches the head position, drops down, usually goes to his knees, always like he's doing a little whip over or throw. And had the right feel for it, got the right step, held by Sparks, and scored the points.
You mentioned Robb in those battles with Caleb Young. He lost to him in the duel, but was able to beat him at the Big Tens. Robb 5-3 in Big Ten duels, finished 20-6.
Yeah, your progression is being a tough out and being tough to beat by a lot, not giving up majors. And then all of a sudden, you know, by battling in there, you had that breakthrough performance where maybe your takedown works, or you know, the first time in practice where you get a takedown on a returning national champion or something like that. I mean, it is like you got to stop for a moment and enjoy that, because the first time you take down an All-American or whatever, or have a great practice, or you're the type of guy that keeps score in practice, I mean, those are the little building blocks that you have, and you go ahead and put that out there on the mat. Robb had some of those experiences last year, and building upon them this year.
Running time in 1.5 minutes, 2-0, 40 seconds left here in this first period for Sparks. Won that state title, as I mentioned, beat Cale Valencia, who was ranked number 2 in the country, 7-1. Coached by Dane Valdez, a 2-time All-American at Oklahoma. And Brandon Eggum said he went to that state tournament and Sparks caught his eye. Sparks committing to Minnesota with never checking out the campus due to COVID restrictions. They're glad to have him in Minneapolis.
Well, the first thing you look for in a freshman is can you get out from underneath? And that was a good job there by Sparks keeping his position, not getting extended right there, coming up, getting to his feet, making the turn in, getting the escape.
2-1 inside of 10 seconds here in this opening period at 165 pounds, Robb and Sparks. Nebraska leading at 9-6. We'll bring in Brayton Lee up at 165 pounds. Brayton, your impressions on the big win tonight?
Just grateful for the opportunity to compete and have fun. I mean, it's really just a blessing to be out here again. And I mean, it was really fun. Glad my family's here. Glad I have great coaches. There's just a lot to be grateful for.
Now, you've been in a bubble here for a while now, with all the restrictions and the protocols here. Your family gets to see you, but you really don't get to spend much time with them. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
So, what's that been like?
It's really interesting. I mean, it just kind of gives you a lot of wrestling, a lot of time to yourself. So, I mean, it's fun. I enjoy my time with myself and with my teammates. So it just allows for greater opportunities to build relationships with my teammates.
You're one of the great leaders on this team, and here you got a true freshman in Andrew Sparks. How important do you take on that leadership role, mentoring these young guys?
I mean, I like to try to take it pretty important because these guys, I mean, I know everybody just wants to be loved and encouraged. Sparks is a great talent, and it's just about keep building him up, helping him out when he needs it. Just if he asks for advice, I'd love to give him it. I mean, it's tough wrestling your first match. It's so much nerves and excitement, just all built up in 7 minutes.
Enjoyed watching you tonight as always. Great best wishes rest of the season.
Thank you, guys.
And here you've got Sparks basically, caught on an ankle pick here. He's able to go ahead and run through these guys in this face-to-shoelace position. Robb trying to come out the back door, trying to get a little bit more elevation. And you see that, Sparks desperately holding on an ankle, but now Robb able to turn into it. But a good fight by both guys there, trying to improve their position all the way through that scramble.
5-1 score.
But if you can get the quick escape, Shane
Just did.
Yeah, right there. Now he's back in on the shot. You got to beat the runs of this new freshman from California.
He's got that right arm trapped and a stalemate whistle.
Yeah, but not lacking in the effort. Escape went right back in on that takedown. Went right back in that takedown shot. Right, and again, and here he is in good position.
Be a huge takedown. Can he get it? Robb able to roll him through. He corrals the legs.
He did hook the leg. There he's got it.
Gets the takedown inside of 1 second, and he's right back in this match.
Inside of 1 second, there was like 0.7 seconds there on the clock. Just great effort there with the escape, the shot, and then he reshot again right at the end there. And boy, nice finish. That got the whole bench off their rear ends, and they're into this match.
If he didn't know it, he knows it now. Peyton Robb is in for a dogfight. Quickly to his feet, there's an escape. We're 5-5. Robb does have that riding time, but man, has this match turned on a dime.
You can see he dropped right back into another shot. Boy, I love that left-handed high crotch that he hit right there. He kind of just skated along and did a nice job of switching to the double. He's a lefty, and he didn't see his shot because that left leg of Robb was back all the time. But through the course of the match, he's found a good way to get to it, and took straight-on shots to the other side. And that time he came with the high crotch there. It was beautiful.
And working down the riding time, it's down to 120. What a performance! A true freshman, Andrew Sparks.
Now he's got to worry about not getting too high, but he's broke him up really solidly there. He's got that wrist. See how he holds the lead, but you don't see much activity down there on the bottom position by Robb.
And a 6.5 Nelson on the right side.
Not really going anywhere, Shane, because the hip is tilted to the right and you can't turn to the left. So it's just to basically arrive at this point.
Look at the teammates. Look at that bench into this match. See Brayton Lee, he wants a stall call, as does Luke Becker and the Gophers. They are into this one.
Yeah, good call on the stalemate there. It really, even if you work that power half of that side, you're kind of maybe twisting in more than you are turning in.
Brandon Egan, head coach. Luke Becker, Trevor Brandvold on that staff. Telling him to keep him down. Not much off the whistle there from Robb. Sparks claw ride.
The only thing here you want to just go ahead and thinking about giving up 1 and not 2, but that stall call, that's helpful. Hold the lead. You want to stay on top if you can, but you don't want to. I'm a big fan of not putting in legs at this point because you don't want to give up a reversal. Gives him just stays with him, gives him the escape. That's wise wrestling.
There's a shot here from Robb. Can he steal a late? Final seconds. No takedown, and Sparks hangs on 7-6. The challenge brick flies in from the Nebraska bench.
Yeah, in fact, the referees or the officials are going to look at this.
What a battle.
I want everybody to sit back and relax, and both officials are going to take a look at this, but great battle by Andrew Sparks coming into this match, but let's take a look at this. And, you know, they did kind of land in the grab position here. So you see Robb looking for reversal.
He didn't waste any time. Takes a quick glance at the clock.
Gets right to the leg. Nice finish. And they're going to end up in a grab ride situation. Rolls through. Technically, might be able to give it at that point. It'll be interesting to see how this is called, because Robb may have pulled one out here right there with the takedown and the grab ride.
As they say, it's 7 minutes or more. Every single second inside that circle matters.
Look at the period clock rolling through. It's just right there. It's right there at the end. Right there, he had control, but do you give it earlier than that?
Big moment in this match. If Minnesota wins it, it's 9-9, and keep in mind who's waiting at heavyweight for Minnesota.
Yeah, this is one of the toughest calls you're ever going to see. These guys should take their time finding the, good battle.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, the call on the mat was no takedown.
Yes, it was, but there's plenty of reasons why they may overturn it, because they ended up in a grab.
No takedown. Andrew Sparks, as I mentioned, welcome to the Big Ten. Big victory, 7-6. Here's another look at the final seconds.
Yeah, you can see just a little bit more time is all he needed. Got started a little bit late. Got the whizzer there and then rolls through. Nice shot by Robb. Yep, it was close.
There you see Brandon Eggum has to with that performance. Just guts and grit. 174 pounds.